first of all, it's low maintenance, right? It's a piece of land. You just have to cut the grass, make sure, trash, trash doesn't get dumped on it, but that's about it. And there is low competition. Most investors go after properties, commercial, residential, right? You don't see a lot of people competing to flip land, but there is a demand for land, and it's scalable because think about it. You can do it all over the country. You're doing land, right? So if you buy land in Florida, Georgia, you put land under contract anywhere all over the country, it's easy to do. You see the picture, that's what you get. Okay, you don't have to do house inspections and send people over there and do boots on the ground to go over there. You don't need all of that. It's land. It's a piece of land. So most important to land is the zoning, what the property is zoned to be built on, but it's actually a much easier invest in. Okay, and honestly, it's a lot simpler for land. To me, when I have done land, to me it's always like easy. It's an afterthought. It's not nothing complicated that you have to build all this crazy system for land. So yeah, now you can move forward. One of my students actually with this particular process, she bought a whole development of 10 buildable lots for $300. The developer had lost his land and she sold each lot for 2 to 3,000 each. And so that's the thing you can do with land. I just wanted to kind of give you an example there. And you can definitely scale it. This is the easiest way to scale it for either wholesaling or doing what I talk like owner financing. Okay. And then also there is this appreciation that goes with the land as well. It's like if you can hold on, if you buy a piece of land for 50, $100, you hold it on for 5, 10 years or more. Imagine what the land is, especially if you build in a strategic location. I was talking to somebody that had bought a land here in Davie, here in Florida, and he bought it in the 90s, and he said, I paid $2,000 for this plot of land, 1 acre in Davie, that right now is going for several $100,000. I mean, where can you put $2,000 and get back several $100,000 25, 30 years later, right? And so that's land is really that buying land strategically in places where you see kind of where the economy is moving to, where developments are moving to, where there is an interest is a gold mine. I picked up this land for $6,000. And then I've kept it because I said, well, I'm going to build on it. Then I didn't want to build on it. So I ended up selling it and I profited $54,000 on a piece of land I didn't really care for. I just didn't want, I was tired of people putting trash next to the house. And then somebody went in there and built a new home. I ended up selling actually this little house next door because I needed too much work and I didn't want to deal with it.
I would love to know who of you would like to do deals in their sleep? Who of you would like deals in their inbox when they wake up? Or maybe some of you really like to travel. Who would like to do deals from anywhere in the world? Yeah, right? I've closed deals from Japan. I've closed deals from Italy. I've closed deals from cruise ships. Laura has too. But what I'm saying is we've done it from all over the world and it's an on automation it runs. So while I'm here or I'm coaching or I'm doing my other business because now I have three, I still have my business running. Automation matters, right? Having people work for you matters, and it will then bring in leads all the time. We have students who have literally told Laura today, I have so many deals and leads, I don't know what to do with. I can't keep up. And I was like, that is the best problem to have. Because there are people who can't even get leads, right? So to have too many leads and you can't keep up, we told them you might want to start partnering. You can do that, right?
We actually got this whole new city blocks with several empty lots to build 23 homes for $1. And again, the land is, and then we put 2 spec homes, and then from there we sold all the other homes in the development, and that was land. So land has been an amazing source of income and doing wholesaling. So even if you're looking at wholesaling land, it's going to actually be easier to wholesale land than properties. We're going to go over that in a moment. So my experience with land has been going, on for the last 40 years on and off. This is a example here of a piece of land that I did. This actually, I didn't even want this piece of land. I actually owned the little crappy house next door. So I bought the house on a foreclosure, and there was this vacant lot. That new house is not what I built, by the way. And so this is like kind of the land that came with the house, as they call it. So I had a lot next door and a house next door, and I'm in the process of fixing up that house. And there was this lot next to me that, it kind of bothered me because people were dumping trash on it. Nobody was cutting the grass on it, so I had to go cut the grass. So I found out who owned this land, and I realized that this guy actually was tax delinquent. He hasn't paid the taxes. So I picked up this land for $6,000. And then within, I've kept it because I said, well, I'm going to build on it. Then I didn't want to build on it. So I ended up selling it, and I profited $54,000 on a piece of land I didn't really care for. I just didn't want, I was tired of people putting trash next to the house. And then somebody went in there and built a new home. I ended up selling actually this little house next door because I needed too much work and I didn't want to deal with it.